Welcome to the Holiday Pack and Chat. I'm Holly. I am the maker and doer of all the things here at Missouri River Soap. We're based in Northwest Montana, and sadly we don't have any snow in the background for this year's video. It's kind of a bummer. I was really hoping that it would be snowing. It's always so cheerful to see it snowing in the background. But today we're packing orders. I had my holiday release last week, and some of my customers have asked for their orders to be packed on video in this pack and chat. And so I have a lot, and I think I can get them all done, but I am going to split it up into a couple of different videos. So let's just get right to it. Let's get started. So this first one is going to my friend Delaney in Alaska. Now this one's a little bit different because I'm tucking in a gift this time. So I have prepared a large box. It is a 1288 with my pretty little snowflake, red and green snowflake sparkly paper. And in this box is prepared a mug. This mug was purchased at Glacier National Park. It was hand thrown, I guess is what you say. I don't remember who the maker is, and I couldn't really tell by looking at the bottom of the cup, so that was a little bit weird. So I probably should have gotten some sort of like card or something so I could have remembered, but it is hand thrown in Montana, and it's so pretty. I love the glaze, and I just hope that you'll love it too. We looked all over. We'd been to Whitefish, and because Delaney and I are doing a mug and coffee exchange. And so we looked in Whitefish and a lot of different places and just couldn't find anything. And finally my husband was like, you know what? There's a gift shop in Glacier. Like not the Glacier gift shop, but it's just like Montana artists. And so we went there and success was had. So I think I'm going to put just a smidgen of peanuts on the bottom here. I'm pulling from my packing resources in my brain from working at mailboxes, etc. all those years ago. They're now the UPS store. Yeah, that should be fine. So I'm hoping the rest will all fit on this other side. So we're going to do that for now. Whoa, you just stay there. I forgot about the coffee. I'm also putting in a huckleberry coffee from Montana Coffee Traders. And I could not find a small bag. So you are getting a full ground bag. We bought the beans and then they ground it and put them back in the bag. So I have, because it's not completely vacuum sealed, I have put it in a baggie so it doesn't absorb a bunch of scent. But I did forget about that part. And so now I'm wondering. Okay, so we'll just see if, let me put this in, let's just see. So Delaney had ordered the Velvet Glow cozy set. It has a bath bomb, a whip soap, and a sugar scrub. And she'd also got the snowed in one, but I made an error. I had a flub. It happens. I'm not perfect. And apparently I miscounted my boxes, and I got cleared to the end here, and I did not have enough boxes, and Delaney said that it was fine for me to do something different. So I put the snowed in one in this cute little box. So we won't see the snowed in set right now, but it's pretty much just like this, only it's white. So this is not going to work. So I believe I'm going to, it doesn't go this way, doesn't go this way. I'm going to have to upgrade to a 12. Going to Alaska. Alright, so I thought I had a 12-12-12, but I do not have any more 12-12-12. So I've grabbed an 11-8-6. We're just going to have to ship them separate, which is fine. I'm going to put in the little snowed in set. And it's entirely possible this camera wasn't running, so we'll see if that ends up being the case. I hope it was running. Alright, so let's see how I want to do this. I think I'll just stack them on the top. This one could go that way, however. Let's see how this is all going to go in. Let's have a little shred. I know this won't go that way. This box is just a smidgen longer. This one will fit this direction if I needed it to, but it might as well just sit right on the top. And then we're going to put in some wax melts. We have the winter mittens and then the snow kiss. Get it together. We have the cranberry and balsam and the snowdrift. And then we have buttermint. Love it. We have a snowed-in cup, and I had one pumpkin waffle whirl left, so she snatched that up. And then we're putting in an almond bath bomb. All right, so let's see how I want to do it. Just gonna wrap up this bath bomb. They're pretty hard, but I have all these extra pieces from cutting the papers to size, and so they're just perfect for utilizing here. So the almond is going to go there. I'm going to put in the snowdrift, the cranberry and balsam. Let's put the cups over here. So pumpkin waffle whirl and snow. Whoop, popped its lid off. This one has a little snowflake on it. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And then this one was so fun too because it has a little pumpkin, a little pecan shape, and a little waffle piece. So cute. Alright, so we're going to put that in there. Let's put down a little shred. I have a box of shred over here with a little bit of red and green. It's so cute. And let's see how these want to fit in. Like, these will go well here. Like so. Did I get everything? I probably should check my list. Alright, I did not quite have everything I was supposed to put in an eggnog cream bath bomb too. So, in with the eggnog cream. Did I show you? So cute. Oh, it smells amazing. So amazing. Now, I'd probably have room for the coffee, but since I have to do a separate box, I'm just going to go in with another package for the gift. I'm going to send along 2 of my hot cocoa and mint. I have a little sticker that says hot cocoa is like a hug from the inside. I think this camera needs to shift just a little bit. I'm going to send along 2 so she can have some hot cocoa with your honey. And then this one is going to be ready to head off to Alaska. I've mailed many a package to Alaska with this release. I have quite a lot of customers up there. Alright, so this order is going to Gina in Arizona. Thank you so much for your order, Gina. And Gina was one of the very first to order with this release, so that was so fun. We're going to put in quite a bit. I'm hoping it'll fit in this 1075. We'll see. So I have a cranberry woodland soap and a peppermint swirl soap. We also have from a past release or 2, Trailhead and Peonies and Peaches. Both so amazing. Put those there. I had found that I still had 5 of my banana coconut unscented soaps, and so Gina snatched those up. That's fun. I don't think I have any unscented soap right now, so I better get to it. Whoa. Alright, let's see here. This is all going to go. We have 2 anise soaps. We're combining a couple of different orders here, so that's fun. So we have a couple of anise soaps. How do I want this to go? We'll see. We're going to put in a snow-kissed whipped soap scrub. This is the smaller jar. Let's see. Going to Arizona, so I'll put a little bit of shred down here for the wax melts. Let's just see how this goes. I think these two, yeah, the two snowed in wax melt cups will go on top of the scrub. Let's put in these flat ones first. So we have green clover and aloe, country honeysuckle, and 2 moonberry, which those were oh so amazing. We're going in, yeah, I think everything will fit in here all right. I'm gonna put in a winter mittens, snowflake wax melt, and then we have the cranberry balsam and the snowdrift again. We're going to, we'll just do that. And we'll add these in a moment. Alright, so we do have a bath bomb here. Oh, I love this one. It's so pretty. Smells so good. So we're going to put a little shred down in there. And then the bath bomb will sit right here. That's good. How about we put the anise there. I'm going to add a little bit of shred here, and then I'm going to put the winter mittens. We also had a Cherry Hill Bear, and then we still have the 2 soaps. We'll put Cranberry Woodland there, and Peppermint Swirl right there. Now, doesn't that look nice? That worked out very well. I'm going to put in the hot cocoa and the peppermint. I need to move the peppermints here so this could kind of slide down in that little gap. And then this one is off to Arizona. Now with the holiday release, it's a lot easier for me to, I need to fold this up and this is popping up. It's easier for me to have just the cocoa and everything for samples, or as my sample replacement. This is my free gift. That way I can streamline my process a little bit and pack a little bit faster, because sometimes I don't always have the sample that kind of matches with what the customer ordered. You know, maybe they don't want bar soap or what have you. So it's just easiest for this bigger holiday release just to do the cocoa and the mint. Alright, so this order is going to Brenda in Ohio. Thank you so much, Brenda. And Brenda mentioned that she and her daughter watch the videos and love them. So thank you so much. I'm going to go with a 1288 because I have several of the cozy sets. So let's see how that goes. Whoa. I love this bubble paper. Okay, so we're putting in 2 each of the snowed in set. So there you can see what those look like. Just see if I could get it to go this other way. It should fit, yes. This paper is being a pain. Delaney is texting me. Yay! She's working on a package to me as well this morning. That's so fun. Alright, so then I have 2 of the Velvet Glow. And I just love both of these scents. They're both so good. My personal favorite is the Snowed In. Oh, It smells so good. It is like, I'll read it to you off of the thing. A cozy scent blend of warm cashmere, soft woods, vanilla beans, spiced coconut, and a hint of smoked patchouli. It's so good. I made a spray and my daughter was like, what is that? It's so good. Alright, so the Velvet Glow then it has a little bit of a plummy, more of a fruity. It's coconut, vanilla, cream, sugar, caramel, chocolate, and musk with black plum and jasmine. Very good. Alright, so I have a lot of bath bombs and I've got some scrubs, but I think it's going to work. We're going to put in a larger jar of the buttermint. Yup, that works great. We're going to put in a Snow-Kissed. And this is the winter candy apple type that's oh so good. And winter mittens. I always say winter mittens, because I mix up the mitten part and the in for winter. Let me see, those are going to go in there. And we have a lot of bath bombs, and we have some soap too. So let's just see. Hopefully this will all go. If not, we'll have to break it up in another, but that's fine. So we're going to put in a Holly Jolly soap and a peppermint swirl soap. These will fit. It's just my bubble is bubbling. Maybe I'll put a little bit of shred down there and bring it up a little bit. There's a little bit more space to think. All right. Let's put down, ooh, that is a lot of bath bombs, but that's a lot of bath bombs. All right, so we're going to put in more incoming. She says I'm cool. So I'm going to put in 2 of the Buttermint Donut Bath Bombs. And this camera just died already. All right, so let's try this. Have 1 of the donuts there. I'm going to be tucking shreds, so I probably won't put them on both sides here, the paper. All right, I think that will work. Because I can still put some over here on these jars. Especially these smaller cranberry balsam. The bath bombs. Guess I didn't show you. There we go, super cute. Those were supposed to be Santa hats, but alright, you get down there. We'll just put those in towards the end. They're supposed to be Santa hats, but I could not get that mold to press at all, so they ended up having to be ornaments. But thankfully, I was able to do that, and it worked, and it wasn't like a red snowman or something. Alright, let's see here. Let's put in the Snow-Kissed. So these are really cute hexagons. I love the hexagons because they don't show their sinking as much. If they sink, like this one sunk just a little bit. But then that mold quit working. I couldn't get it done. Could not get it done. So thankfully I could switch to, I mean it worked for these, but then I tried to do it for the winter mittens and it would not do it. So I was able to switch to the round one. So it was interesting when I was doing bath bombs. Put these over here actually. Let's see if we can, oh yeah, that will slide in right there. Let's see if we can find a nice home for the snowman. So I have 4 of the snowman bath bombs. Oh, they're so cute. They smell so good. It's coconut and vanilla basically. So good. It is so good. Oh yeah, I think this is gonna work out. The bath bombs that are flat are kind of nice because they take up a lot less space compared to the rounder, bulkier bath bombs. Okay, so we still have the two small ones. I've got something right, I've got the soaps right there, so, nothing else is really going to fit there very well. Let's do... Alright, I think I need to get my round ones over here. Yeah, that works nicely. So then we had the winter mittens, bath bombs. And I do love a round bath bomb. I just love them. They're my favorite. I just need a better way for them to dry so they don't misshape. Alright, so we have, alright, snowman's going there. Let's put in an ornament here. And then I'm going to put this last one right there. Let me just double check. That feels good, but I have all of these, but I feel like I had a smaller one here. I guess it was just smaller because I was trying to do the snowman. So let's just put a little piece of bubble for it to sit on there. Ah! Very nice, look at it. Everybody's snug as a bug in a rug. Alright, so this will be 5 out of 20 because I'm combining 4 orders. So this is going to be my 5th one out of 20. I think I'll go ahead and do, so it's, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. I think I'll do one more on this video, maybe 2 more. I'm not doing thirds, so maybe more. And I'm going to put in 2 hot cocoa and mint packets, so you and your daughter just hang, drink some cocoa, enjoy some mints. Wowza, what a nice package. I'm going to have to fold something on the top here though. Am I watching any fun Christmas movies yet this year? When I was making products, I was watching a lot of Hallmark Christmas movies to put me into the spirit, because when you're making Christmas stuff so early, it's kind of hard to get vibing with it. But I watched, not too long ago, I watched a new Hallmark one called Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. That one was really good. I really enjoyed that one. So fun. All right, this order is going to Cynthia in Missouri. Thank you so much for your order, Cynthia. And Cynthia's been watching for a long time, but this is the first order, so thank you so very much. We're going to put in a Holly Jolly soap and a butter drum. So lay those down on the bottom. I have a 666 box here because I'm kind of running out of my 964s, but otherwise I probably would have just done that. And so we're going to put in a little bit of shred. I have been mixing my own red, green, gold into it, and so looks like I need to be doing that again. We're going to put in a cranberry and balsam and snow-kissed wax melts. Oh, they all smell so good. Let's see, let's do snow-kissed and then that one, like so. Oh, this is going to be just perfect. And then we have a snowman bath bomb. Now when you have the white bath bombs that have the, let's do this with a vanilla fragrance, it may discolor a little bit. So just keep that in mind. Not a big deal that I've noticed. Sometimes the back, when I first place it down on the tray, it will have more of a discoloration than what was upright at the very first. As is the thing with the vanillin in the fragrances. Alright, look at this. This looks great. Put in the hot cocoa packet. Then we have our card. And then this one's going to be off to Missouri. I missed Missouri a little bit the other day. I thought that was interesting. I think it's because I'm friends on Facebook with the people that bought our house, old house, and 3 years later I don't live in a house, and so I just kind of like, oh, if I'd stay there, I'd still be living in a house, I assume anyway. I hope so. I'm gonna add just a little bit onto the bottom, and even my craft shred is different. I just opened a new box, and my other one was darker and very compact and really tightly crinkled, and then this is all very poofy and quite a bit lighter. So we're going in with the wax melt sampler. I'm so proud of this one. I love it so much to be able to try all these different scents. So you have Snowdrift, Snow-Kissed, Cranberry and Balsam, and Winter Mittens, Buttermint, Eggnog, Peppermint Mocha, and Cookies, Coffee, and Claws. I just think it's spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Oh my. There might be more here than I have room for. Let's try it. We're going to put in the Buttermint Donut Bath Bomb. Put it down right there. So what I may need to do is put some things upright. We have 2 of the Ornament Bath Bombs. So I'm just going to put that one up on its side. That's not a big deal. They're very hard. And then this one will sit on top of the donut. Actually move that one away because I did not get shred around the donut down there like I wanted. Now this one can sit back on the top. I'm going to put a lot is coming at once here. It's kind of goofy working so quietly in here because I've been packing orders and doing all the things with Christmas music or Christmas movies. I watched through Netflix The Beast in Me, and so it's just like I'm just kind of in here all by myself, and it gets very quiet on occasion, especially in between orders. It gets a little bit quiet. So we're putting in cranberry and balsam and eggnog cream wax melts. Let's see how I want to do this exactly. And then we did have one more of the sunflower wax melts. I just had one that I found, so I listed it. I didn't get all my odds and extras done very well on some of these where they were around for so long, and so I just did not put their odds and extras on, because when I'd look over there, it's just a whole bunch, so I just didn't make adjustments. Alright, so, how far are you going to do this? I think that's going to work great. Yeah, we're just going to do that. That looks good. And then this one's off to Vermont, like a Christmas movie. They do a lot of movies in Vermont. At least take place there. I don't know that they filmed them there, but take place there. I just love this paper. I did not buy any new paper this year. I was looking, and a lot of them were like coming soon, not there yet, and I'm like, okay. And then I just got busy, and by the time I went to buy tissue paper, they were all back ordered already. Isn't it pretty? I love that so much. But I just couldn't find anything that really struck my fancy. So I had a couple of different kinds from previous years, so I went with it. Why not, right? Might as well use it up. Okay, so this order is going to Eliza in Tennessee. Thank you so much for your order, Eliza. Eliza is a wonderful supporter. I'm very thankful for you. And I am going to use a 6x6 box here again. I'm going to put in a snow-kissed whipped soap scrub. Now, it looks like one pink, but there's actually two different pinks going on in there. I don't know if you can kind of tell. I love it. Oh, so good. We're going to put in a Holly Jolly soap and a Cranberry Woodland soap. Oh, that Cranberry Woodland, boy, didn't it have a fun design. It was so pretty. I love it. All right, so we're going to put it in kind of like so. So it is Friday. It is Friday, November 21st, and I really should have been done yesterday, if not sooner. I am still operating on a third or less of orders than I used to do. That would take me, it always took me a solid 7 to 10 days to pack holiday stuff. I don't have that level of orders. However, I was not ready. I forgot how much work these releases are, especially the holidays, with so many different little things and sizes. I think I had to design 60 labels for front and back, and you know, the outside sampler labels, my hot cocoa label, just soaps and wax melts and scrubs, 2 different sizes of scrubs. It was a bit of a pain. And so last week, my husband was in Texas, and he helped so much around. So, you know, all fell on me pretty much to feed the dogs a couple times a day and all that. Well, that takes away from my work time. Just the cooking food, you know, all the things. So then Friday rolled around after the release, and I was like, oh, this is great. I'm going to get so much done today. And then I decided to film a video. So I filmed and edited a video. So that went up. And so then I had to go pick up my husband from the airport. My son and I went. And then Saturday, I thought, I'm going to have a great working weekend. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. So then Saturday we went into town because I need to get some stuff from the mailbox, which I had ordered some stuff for the samplers. Didn't work. Did not work. We're going to put in a snow-kissed. Ah, that is so cute. Anyway, so Saturday, we went in and did that, but I was like, driving. Those mountains were calling. They were calling, and I was answering. I said, I just need to get up in the mountains. It is just good for the soul to get up into the mountains. So we took the Jeep and we did the Wild Bill Trail. We've done that several times up and over Blacktail, but it's an official Jeep trail, OHV trail. And that was so much fun. There wasn't near as much snow as I thought there would be. Clear up there. So we were able to do that thing. Ran all the way to the top of Blacktail. That was so fun. And then Sunday came along. I'm like, I'm going to have the best work day. I did not have a good work day. We were not going to go to town. And I opened up all my packages and found out that those the sampler boxes and bags and everything ordered was not going to work. So then what do? You know, we live out in the Tules. We live in Kalispell, Montana area, and there's Amazon takes so many days. So we went to Michael's. And I worked, but that day was not that productive. So came back around to Monday, and I should have been packing orders, and I was still designing labels and trying to get my printer to work. Everything has been a hiccup, it feels like. Oh my goodness, I've had so many hiccups. I would have easily been ready to film this yesterday, but my printer. Can't we get that figured out? Like, we have like self-driving cars, AI, we have all this stuff, but we still can't get the printers to line up things on the template. And then if you do get it positioned right, finally, right, and Adobe actually works long enough to make it happen, then your printer pulls it funny. So crooked labels are just crooked labels. It's just what happens. Eliza. So I moved my computer. My son no longer has his stuff in the back room. It is all mine now. And so we got a desk. Oh, we also did that on Saturday. We kind of organized back there. Got a desk, and I'm all set up so it's not over in the corner where I would just stand and use my computer. And so I have a desk chair, which is an old gaming chair, and it won't stay up. So, you know, you're like sitting there doing labels, and I'm like working, I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, by the time I'm done, right, with the thing and I'm ready to get up, I realize like I'm on the floor pretty much, so I'm gonna have to get a new chair. But the point is I have to go sit down to do all these now, and so it is awkward. It is a new way of doing it for me. I think I would like to get something where I could just have like an iPad or something to maybe work with a Dymo on a Bluetooth. We'll see. That was a lot of information you didn't need. All right, so this order is going to a Jill in Ohio. Thank you for your order, Jill. That was a weird sound. And we have a Lodge and Snowdrift, and it is a small order, but I do love a small order. It is a palette cleanser. I get through it so quickly that I'm like, yes. Check that one off. I love all sizes. I really do. I love and like appreciate the process for all of them. They're so much fun, but I love these little ones. They make me happy. And so I just have a little half piece of my paper, and I do cut my tissue in half as well. And then it just slides in like so. Isn't that fabulous? I love it so much. All right, so we'll put our two little soaps in, the Lodge and the Snowdrift. We're gonna tuck, you know what, let's put in the cocoa right here. I don't know if you've noticed this one right here. This is going to Canada, and it's all packaged. I just need to do its customs. And so I don't want to forget that one back there, but not ready to sit and work on that quite yet. So we have just a, it's just so cute. Look at it. Love it. I truly do. Fold my paper different even. Refreshing. And then this one is off to Ohio. I think I'll put one more in this video, so hang in there, it's a little bit longer. All right, so this order is going to Veronica in New York. Thank you for your order, Veronica. And Veronica said that she and her husband both love using my products, so I love that so much. I love it. I'm gonna put in a little bit of shred down in here. I have a 965 box, and we're gonna go in with a wax melt sampler. I really did think I was going to be able to put these in a fun box. I don't know what I measured to come up with the box size, but it wasn't these wax melts. So maybe next time I can do something more fun for the samplers. They are so cute though, I love them. All right, we're going to put in a honey bear and a sugared watermelon soap. Let's see how I want to do that. Will you fit this away? Yeah. That's good. Let's put the wax melt. Where did I put everything? We're going to put in one of the cranberry and balsam. That's a word I'm struggling with too. Balsam. And when I go to edit the closed captioning on this one, it's going to be weird because YouTube's closed captioning does not know how to spell balsam. So just know every time I've said the word balsam, I'm going to have to go change it. Oh, geez. Alright, so then we have a snow-kissed and a cherry hill. So these are just going to slide in just right. Look at that. Isn't it like perfect? Oh, I love it. I took a break and I got all of my shipping labels done for everything that was ready so far, plus the Canadian one. That took me a hot minute. But I got it done. I'm going to tuck in, since husband was mentioned, I'm going to tuck in 2 cocos. You all can have yourself a cozy little evening cocoa together, hopefully. And then this one is going to be off to New York. I'm going to get ready to fire up the second video. I realized that I have UPS and I have, it being that it's Friday, I have to get into town prior to 5:15. That's when they pick it up from the UPS store. So we need to leave here by 4:30 at least. So I definitely need to book it here. Thank you so much for watching part 1. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Thank you all for ordering. You have been wonderful and good to me, and I am so very thankful and grateful. I hope you'll stay tuned for part 2. Be sure to check out the video description because there is a lot of information there, and you can find links to my website and my social medias, and I will have some odds and extras. I don't know where that's going to come in. For when this video gets uploaded with, you know, Thanksgiving and everything next week for us here in the US at the time that I am filming. I just don't know. So make sure you just pay attention. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.